South Central Ramadi, Iraq, the hornet's nest. All day, murderous bursts of machine gun fire hammered our position, shattering windows and impacting interior walls, each round with the violence and kinetic energy of a sledgehammer wielded at full force. Some of the incoming rounds around armor piercing and punched through the thick concrete of the low wall surrounding the rooftop. All our element SEALs, EOD bomb technicians, and Iraq soldiers could under such accurate enemy fire was hit the deck and try not to get our heads shot off. Around the snapped inches above us, shards of gray glass and concrete fragments rained down everywhere. All day, murderous bursts of machine gun fire hammered our position, shattering windows, impacting interior walls, each round with the violence and kinetic energy. Our sledgehammer wielded at full force. Some of the incoming rounds were armor-piercing and punched through the thick concrete of the low wall surrounding the rooftop. All our element of SEAL, EOD bomb technicians, and Iraq soldiers could do under such accurate enemy fire was hit the deck and try not to get our heads off. Round snapped inches above us, and shards of glass and concrete fragments rained down everywhere. Damn, some of these bastards can shot. Yet the SEAL operator pressed as close to the floor as humanly possible. We couldn't help but laugh at the predicament. RPG-7 rockets followed in rapid sequence of 3 or 4, exploding with tremendous concussion against the exterior walls. Hunkered down inside the building, we were separate from the bone-jarring explosion and deadly shrapnel by a foot or so of concrete. An Aaron RPG rocket missed its mark and sailed high over the building, trailing across the hazy, cloudless Iraq summer sky like a bottle rocket on an American 4th of July. But if just one of those rockets impacted the window, it meant red-hot fragments. If just one of those rockets impacted the window, it meant red-hot fragment of the jagged metal rippling through just about every man in the room. Despite the onslaught, we held our position in the large 4-story apartment building. When the fury of the attack subsided, our SEAL snipers returned fire with devastating effect. As armed enemy fighters maneuvered through the through the streets to attack. SEAL snipers squeezed off round after round with deadly accuracy, confirming 10 enemy fighters killed and a handful more probable kills. As the platoon commander in charge of the entire element, I made my way from room to room to each floor to get a status check and make sure none of our guys were hit. Gathering information on our snipers' engagement. I passed the situation reports over the radio to the U.S. Army's TOC in the distant friendly combat outpost. You guys good? I asked, ducking into a room with SEAL, snipers and machine gunners manning position while others took a break. Good to go, came the response. In another room, I checked in with our SEAL platoon chief. Just then, enemy fire poured through the window, brackling his position as he pressed against the corner wall. He laughed and gave me a thumb up. Chief was a badass. SEAL machine gunners came looking for work and directly fired their fire at the enemy's location. The gunners quickly hammered the enemy position with an accurate barrage of 7.62 mm link.